We have everybody in their winter cages. We got Lennon at the top, Philip right here, and then S'mores right there. And they're in their winter cages. They have their heated water bottles. This is where we break out their litter boxes and stuff like that. But you may notice in this whole garage that there is no cage at all for Marshmallow. If you guys don't know who Marshmallow is my none other than Dorf bunny. He had kind of a smushed face, and he was that kind of rabbit. Yeah, but there is no cage in here set up for him. Well, that cage up there, that's just a black one. Sunday, October 11th, my sweet baby boy, he passed away. It was very heavy on my heart. I cried when my parents told me. I was out with my horse all day, and my horse lives out in the country away from my house. I bored her. I was out on my horse all day. I was having fun, chilling out, and my parents came to pick me up, 5 o'clock, 5-ish, and that's what we planned on. So I knew that it wasn't early. I grabbed all my stuff. I grabbed my lunch pail. I grabbed everything. I grabbed my coat. I grabbed my boots. I grabbed my hat. And I grabbed my water bottle, and I was ready to go home. And we were walking to the car, and my parents start looking at each other. And they never look at each other this way. They normally look at each other that way when they normally want to tell me something or tell anybody something. They told me that today, Marshmallow, my dad was just talking to our neighbor, of course, distancing, talking to our neighbor, and getting all that situated, and they were talking about normal guy stuff, and my dad was talking to him, and then he looked over at Marshmallow in his cage, and he saw that there was blood coming out of his nose. He was struggling to breathe, and it was just really sad, and I can't tell you how it felt. I asked if Marshmallow was okay, like, is he still alive? Like, is he at a vet? Is he okay? And my dad sadly we didn't want him to suffer. Like, don't say that we shooted him just to shoot him. My dad had to shoot him in the head because he was really struggling, you guys. We didn't know if he was in pain. We didn't know if he was struggling. We didn't know if he had a chance anymore. And it wasn't a decision that they made lightly. It wasn't just like, okay, we gotta get him. But it wasn't a decision taken lightly at all. They sat down with Marshmallow. My dad was holding him, wiping the blood off his nose, and he said, like, they went back and forth, like, maybe we shouldn't, maybe he still has a chance, maybe this is just like a bloody nose and this is normal maybe. And then on the other hand, it was just like, well, they didn't know if they could help him at all. So at the end of the day, it was just the right decision to put him out of his misery. I'll take you guys back to where I buried him. I buried him like right around here, dirt and stuff. Yeah. It was hard. I cried the rest of the day. I cried a bit yesterday. It was hard, but this is something that happens. This is the second time that I've lost a rabbit. Bella was my first, and Marshmallow, we knew that he was sick because of something inside. something inside him was wrong, and he had breathing issues because Netherland Doors had those really smushed up faces, and they've always had breathing problems. He's always breathing really heavily, and he's done that since the second we got him. But yeah, he was perfectly fine. A couple weeks before, sometime at the end of September, I went outside and he wouldn't eat. It's just, I knew something was wrong, and my dad took a look at him. We sat out there for a good 20 minutes and just looked him over, looked at his cage, like felt his heart to make sure nothing was wrong. And yeah, we couldn't find anything that was wrong. We assumed that he would just eat on his own time, and the next morning his dish was empty, and so my anxiety was kind of taken away. But since then, he was always acting really weird. It was hard, so just thought I would tell you guys what happened, and he will always be here with us in spirit. He will always be in the bunnies' hearts. Philip knew him, Lennon kind of knew him, S'mores knew him really well. But yeah, guys, it was tragic. So I am doing online school, that's why I'm home on lunch break. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and please subscribe and turn on those notifications. I haven't posted a lot because my school schedule is pretty full, 4th grade. So yeah, bye guys.